Mr. Ngwema, thank you very much for your time. According to the Sunday Times report, the individual concerned here with possibly his accomplices, they've not been arrested, nor have they been charged. Why is that?
Good morning, Koli, and thanks for the opportunity. Yes, indeed, because there is an investigation that is ongoing led by the South African Police Service. What is happening is that there's something called Fusion Center where all the law enforcement agencies work together as an oversight function looking at possible commitment of fraud and corruption around COVID-19 activities. So in terms of that, the South African Police Service are, as an investigating arm of government, looking into the criminal investigation. What had happened before is that the Financial Intelligence Center had frozen the account. The asset forfeiture took over from Friday, freezing the account, with the intention of applying for a permanent order so that the account, all those 28 accounts are forfeited. The monies are forfeited to the state permanently.
Mr. Ngwema, it would also appear that the very same unit you mentioned, the asset forfeiture unit, which belongs to the NPA, working alongside the police, you are investigating whether there might have been a common purpose with the UIF employees working with this individual to basically make sure that this money went to his account as opposed to the intended recipient.
Yes, indeed. In terms of the investigation, you must remember that there's money that was meant for CSG, which is a labor broking company, which was supposed then to take that money, distribute it to the deserving workers. However, the money did not go to the account that CSG had submitted to UIF. Instead, it went to Pohole's account, which then he distributed to his own network of those 28 accounts. So there is an investigation. That investigation, as I said, led by the police, is looking at possibilities of theft, money laundering, and even fraud with regards to the circumstances surrounding how the money ended up with him rather than the legitimate recipient.
How much of the near 6 million rand has been recovered then, Mr. Ngwema?
In terms of the freezing order, 3.2 million has been frozen. And as I said, that the investigation is continuing. We're aware that some of it may have been used already, but the asset forfeiture unit will look into possible other actions to make sure that other assets may be attached in order to recover whatever has been lost.
On a separate matter, Mr. Ngwema, again referring to Sunday reports, the former COO of VBS Bank and the man who at the time of the collapse of this bank was now the CEO of the parent company Vele Investment, that's Robert Matsonga. He was quoted in the media this weekend as celebrating that he has not been arrested as part of the 8 that appeared in court last week. I want to ask a simple question of you. Is there no evidence right now linking him to the alleged corruption?
I think even the National Director and the General has said during the week that the investigation with regards to this matter is continuing. And in terms of what has this led, the 8 people, which the one is going to appear this week, are the ones who have been identified for action now. It doesn't rule out any possibility of further actions. Remember, the investigation is continuing. It's quite a complex investigation. So I wouldn't comment on whichever individuals that think they may or may not be implicated in terms of their own utterances. All I can say is that the investigation continues. The evidence is being collected, credible evidence, and actions will be taken with regards to further developments later. And those developments will only be known once we have taken action, and those actions will be made public.
Yeah. Final question, Mr. Ngwema. It's interesting that your return to the National Prosecuting Authority almost comes at the same time as the trial of the former president, Jacob Zuma, returns to court. This is one case that you are most familiar with. A simple question to you. Does the NPA have a solid case as the trial gets underway finally?
Firstly, is that there are people who are dealing with that case, and I think our office in KZN is dealing with the case. Generally, the NPA does not take cases to court where they are not happy that there is prima facie evidence and there are prospects of success. So once a case has passed that particular test, and then it is taken to court. The prosecutors have indicated that they are by and large ready. Of course, there's a pre-trial that starts this week. Arguments will be made in terms of when to have the trial, but the NPA has taken a decision to prosecute, meaning that they think we think as an NPA there's a formidable case, and it then will have has been enrolled, and it will have to be heard by the judges who will in the end decide. So, yes, a matter is taken because there is evidence.
NPA has a formidable case. Those are the words of Sipho Ngwema. He is the newly appointed spokesperson of the National Prosecuting Authority, making a return to that role, having held that position some 20 years back.